Hello students, in this video we are going to continue with chapter 9 Force and Laws of Motion. Let us start with the example 9.6. So as usual I'll read the numerical question twice and then we'll start with the solution. A bullet of mass 20 gram is fired horizontally with a velocity of 150 meter per second from a pistol of mass 2 kg. What is the recoil velocity of the pistol? I'll read it again. A bullet of mass 20 gram is fired horizontally with a velocity of 150 meter per second from a pistol of mass 2 kg. So what we'll write here given, we have two things, bullet and pistol. Okay, and bullet is having mass 20 gram. So M1 is 20 gram. It is fired horizontally with a velocity of 150 meter per second. So its velocity is 150 meter per second. But which velocity? Initial or final? As I've already read the numerical before, so we know that it is a case of bullet and pistol only. That bullet is fired from pistol. There is no third object. So in such cases, I have told you before also that before the bullet is fired from the pistol, both are initially at rest. So we should take U1, U2 each to be equal to 0 meter per second, as both of them are initially at rest. So here mass M1 is given, and so 150 meter per second, what they have given, that bullet is fired horizontally with this velocity of 150 meter per second from a pistol. So this will be then final velocity of bullet. And hence V1 is equal to 150 meter per second and U1 is 0 meter per second. From a pistol of mass 2 kg. So for pistol mass, let us denote it by M2 is 2 kg. What is the recoil velocity of the pistol? Recoil velocity means when the bullet is fired, pistol moves in the backward direction a little bit. So that velocity with which the pistol moves in the backward direction when the bullet is fired is called as its recoil velocity. And here that will be after firing, so it will be V2, final velocity. V2 we have to find out. And in this case, U2 is also 0 meter per second. So we have M1, M2, V1 values given. U1, U2, from our knowledge we know that we have written they are each equal to 0 meter per second, and we are supposed to find the recoil velocity of pistol, that is V2. And we know we can do this by using the law of conservation of momentum. So according to law of conservation of momentum, we know according to this law, total initial momentum will be equal to total final momentum in case no external unbalanced forces acting on the system. So here M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. This is the initial momentum of bullet. This is the initial momentum of pistol. So this is the total initial momentum, which is equal to final momentum of bullet plus final momentum of pistol, total final momentum. So as U1 and U2 both are 0, okay, or we can write putting the given values in this expression, we know that left hand side will become 0 because U1, U2 are 0. So I have written here as U1, U2 both are each equal to 0 meter per second. So left hand side becomes 0. This is M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Here I have not put the values of these terms. So V2 is equal to, take M2 V2 on this side. So M2 V2 is equal to, when you take it this side it will become minus, okay. Or you can do one thing, from any of these two terms you can shift one term to the other side by making it negative. And you know that finally you are going to get V2 is equal to minus M1 V1 upon M2. Okay, because from this expression M1 V1 and M2 V2, they are equal and opposite. So V2 is minus M1 V1 upon M2. Now simply put the values from this given thing, and after doing the calculation you get the answer of V2 as minus 1.5 meter per second. So this is our final answer, recoil velocity of the pistol. But since it is negative, you should mention a sentence related to this negative sign. Why it is coming negative? Because negative sign, what it indicates here, negative sign of the recoil velocity of pistol indicates that pistol moves in a direction opposite to the direction in which the bullet moves. So please do write that sentence at the end. Okay? I hope this numerical is clear to you. So let us see now example 9.7. Here we have a girl of mass 40 kg jumps with a horizontal velocity of 5 meters per second onto a stationary cart with frictionless wheels. The mass of the cart is 3 kg. What is her velocity as the cart starts moving? Assume that there is no external unbalanced force working in the horizontal direction. Okay, so here we have a system of girl and cart. In the previous numerical we were having bullet and pistol. Here we have girl and cart in the picture. So a girl of mass 40 kg. So given girl mass, let us denote it by M1. M1 is 40 kg. A girl of mass 40 kg jumps with a horizontal velocity of 5 meters per second. So U1, initial velocity of the girl is 5 meters per second. She jumps onto a stationary cart with frictionless wheels. So for cart, we have, it is initially stationary. So here U2 is, initial velocity is 0 meters per second. This girl jumps on a cart which is stationary. So its initial velocity is 0 meters per second. The mass of the cart is 3 kg. So let us write M2 is 3 kg. What is her velocity? It means girl's velocity as a cart starts moving. Assume that there is no external unbalanced force working in the horizontal direction. Now students, in this numerical, we have a cart which is stationary. Girl jumps on the cart and then cart starts moving obviously, because of which girl who is on the cart is also in motion. She also comes into motion. So we have to find the velocity which the girl is moving when the girl is on the cart, because after she jumps she is on the cart. It means cart and girl, they move together with girl on the cart with same velocity. Okay, so although we have to find V1, but we should remember that as the girl and cart start moving together, because girl is on the cart after she jumps, therefore their final velocities are equal. V1 is equal to V2, and this we have to find out. In this numerical, everything is in the SI system only, all the units, so there is no need to do the conversion. But remember, in the previous numerical, bullet and pistol were given in different units. Their masses were given in different units. Bullet's mass in gram and pistol's mass in kg. So their conversion of units was required. So remember, whenever you write given, as I have already told you so many times before, after writing the given, you should see if any conversion is required. Okay, and then you should proceed. Here no conversion is required. Let V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V. V1 is the velocity with which the girl moves. V2 is the velocity with which the cart moves, but they are equal. We have denoted it by V. Now let us use the law of conservation of momentum. According to the law of conservation of momentum, initial momentum is equal to total final momentum, that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now on right hand side, we'll put v1 is equal to v2 is v, so we get this is equal to m1 v plus m2 v. Finally we can write it as m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to, take v common out, m1 plus m2 in the bracket into v. Now we want to find v, so v will be equal to, after doing this we get v is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2 as I have written here. Now simply put the values, no conversion is required in this case. Put the values and do the calculation. Final answer comes out to be 200 here. In the fraction we get 200 upon 43. After division 4.651. and as a rule in 2 decimal places the answer will be 4.65 meter per second. So this is the velocity with which the girl as well as the cart moves after the girl jumps on the cart. I hope the numerical is clear to you. Now the last solved numerical of this chapter, example 9.8. Two hockey players of opposite teams, while trying to hit a hockey ball on the ground, they collide and immediately become entangled. One has a mass of 60 kg and was moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second, while the other has a mass of 55 kg and was moving faster with a velocity of 6 meter per second towards the first player. In which direction and with what velocity will they move after they become entangled? Assume that the frictional force acting between the feet of the two players and the ground is negligible. Okay, two hockey players are there. They are of opposite teams. While trying to hit a hockey ball on the ground, they collide. Okay, they collide and immediately become entangled. It means they are now as one body. When they get entangled, they move together with the same velocity. One has a mass of 60 kg. So let us write in given first player mass m1 is 60 kg and was moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second. So its initial velocity u1 is 5 meter per second. While the other has a mass of 55 kg. So for the second player mass m2 is 55 kg and was moving faster with a velocity of 6 meter per second towards the first player. So here its initial velocity, second player's initial velocity, which is u2, is minus 6 meter per second. You should remember we have to take negative sign here because he is moving in the direction towards the first player. It means the direction in which opposite to the direction in which the player first was moving. So if this velocity is taken as positive, this has to be taken as negative. It's your choice. You can take any one to be positive and the other to be negative. If you don't put this minus sign here, you will get wrong answer. Okay. Now, you have to find out what? Let us see. You have to find that the other has a mass of 55 kg and we have read that he was moving faster with velocity of 6 meter per second towards the first player, and hence this is negative. In which direction and with what velocity will they move after they become entangled? As I have told you now that the two hockey players who are moving in opposite directions, when they collide, they get entangled and they move together. After becoming entangled, they move together. So the question is, in which direction and with which velocity, with what velocity will they move after they become entangled? Assume that the frictional force acting between feet of the two players and ground is negligible. This is just written to show that there is no external unbalanced force acting on them. Okay. So here also, just like the previous numerical, we have V1, V2, their final velocities are equal. In the previous numerical, girl and cart, they were moving together. Here, both the players, they get entangled and hence they move together. So their final velocities will be same. V1 will be equal to V2. Let us say each is equal to V. This is the velocity with which they move after getting entangled, and this we have to find out. Okay. So again, there is no need to do any conversion. Everything is in proper SI units. According to the law of conservation of momentum, we know that we are going to write m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Again, I'll put this v1 is equal to v2 is v, and hence I get that. So now taking v out on the right hand side, so finally we get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is m1 plus m2 in the bracket into v, and v is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2. Putting the values which are given here, we get v is equal to minus 0.2608, and rounding up it off to 2 decimal places, we get minus 0.26 meter per second. Remember, even if they had not asked in the question, still we are supposed to write a sentence related to why this negative sign is there in the answer. But here they have asked also in which direction and with what velocity will they move after they become entangled. So since it is negative, final velocity is negative, and here we can see in the given second player's velocity is negative, initial velocity. So we can write that negative sign indicates that both the players move in the direction in which the second player was moving, okay, initially. So both the players, after they get entangled, they move with velocity 0.26 meter per second in the direction in which the second player was moving before collision. I hope the numericals are clear to you, and in the next video we'll do the back exercise of this chapter. Okay, thank you.